Welcome back, everyone, to Line on Feeds podcast. This is episode 22.
Part two.
The biggest
I had
gamer.
to. Out of my.
And let's talk about. So, as you may have seen, a week went by. There's no video. That's not because we didn't record one. It's because we did record one, but unfortunately, we had an audio and camera issue.
Mm-hmm.
So the camera kept dying on us.
Yep.
Due to me fiddling around with the settings and not changing them back to the previous weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So the camera died because I had it set to 240 frames when it should have been 60. So it kept overheating.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, yeah, that should have done that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, then when it died, we decided to keep going with audio. But then, made another mistake. When we turned off the recording, rather than waiting for it to finish, I kind of just was boop on the laptop. And when I transferred the file over, it was files not supported. And I was like, what does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. And then I realized it was it's probably corrupted file. I was like, damn.
But you know what, guys? We give him a pass. He does so much. We give him a pass, guys. We give him a pass.
So this will be episode 22.
Yep.
The 9-star will go over again.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably just do it on its own.
Yeah. Maybe a standalone video, like a 0.5.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe we should we read some more chapters too, or should we just do what we only read? Because it won't be that much.
The ending was pretty good, bro.
Ending was pretty good.
Yeah,
that's true.
You want to keep on? That's gonna be another 40, 50 chapters because we can't do it next week.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if we're doing only for 9-star, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. All right, guys. Maybe next episode will be just a 9-star episode because it's gonna be huge. Because whatever we already talked about, we're gonna rehash it, and then the new chapters because it's still spicy right now where we stopped.
Yes, it was. So maybe I'll probably reread it just to keep it fresh in my memory because it was a great read to begin with.
It was a great read.
Yeah, we were going crazy in that episode.
I really wish you guys would decide because we were. Yeah. I think it'll be better though because sometimes when we theory craft and then you start thinking about it even more and then you get even more theories because we were theory crafting a lot last episode.
So I'll be back to theory crafting again. That'll be cool.
But this week, guys, if you guys paid attention a couple weeks ago, well, we're kind of we try to give you guys what we're doing for the next couple weeks. Today is Devil's Son-in-Law.
Yes, we're back. It's been a few months since we talked about this.
Nope.
Mostly because the translator, obviously I don't want to code the translator because I know it's kind of
it's tough.
Yeah, but they're on the slower side. Unfortunately, they're not for Wuxia World. So not much. It's not done yet. We wanted to wait till it's finished, but there's still 100 chapters left.
And they're taking a while.
Yeah, and I feel by the time it's done, it'll be fall. The summer will be over.
Maybe December, bro, at their pace.
But we last stopped around chapter 900, and it's around 1170. So we're we can do one. How many chapters did we say?
150.
Yeah, 150 chapters. And get caught up. Because it's that's still a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, because they're currently around almost at 1200. So we're thinking we do up to 11 or 1050 now, and then 1200 a little later, and then after that we'll come back when it's done.
Because it's 1275.
Yeah. And then you guys will also see what book we picked because you didn't get to last week. But I will say it went off. These next 50 chapters, we're doing 1 to 100 today, and these 50 to 100 went off, bro. It went it spiked the book. It was pretty chill, and then it was boom. He just went into it.
Yeah.
But all right, let's start with Devil's Son-in-Law. That was a great place we stopped at.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we started reading, bro, action.
Yeah, for real. I didn't realize. So the beginning of where we start off in chapter 900 was, so if you can recall, Chen Rui, he went to go find Tiffany at the request of Raziel.
Raziel.
Because he was oh, please go find her. She just appeared in this place.
And he has to marry her, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. Because
Mhm.
they had the three emperor alliance,
Yep.
and he was like, you know what, you're marrying the two empresses. You gotta marry my daughter too, or else
Yeah.
it's not gonna be
Equal.
equal.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, fine. And so he went to go find her, in the chaos realm, or that's the name of the place, but
But
they told us, but like,
it's the ghostly fallen land.
yeah,
And then inside the ghostly fallen land is like basically the land of the gods,
mhm.
almost
Or like the
dead
fallen
god, the
gods.
fallen gods, yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
like
think,
actual gods, not no pseudo gods.
yeah, I think Serial threw him in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like he was kind of like a slave to like Serial, because he had like the evil
Evil
pupil eye
pupae, yeah.
in him. Obviously, Chenru can get rid of it, but that'll
Then
alert
Sarah will
Serial.
just go and kill him.
Yeah, so he was like, all right, we gotta pretend to be his servant for now.
Yeah.
So he found Tiffany there,
Mm-hmm.
because they were looking for the second page of the Book of Destruction.
Which are those silver boxes, guys?
Yep. And they found it, and he gave it to Tiffany because he felt bad for her,
Mm-hmm.
because like she wants to like fulfill her goal, which we saw later was to see her mother, and she needed to complete the task that Satan gave her, which
Yep.
was to get the silver box. So he gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Then we saw Satan and Serial when they came out of the Chaos Realm.
We had a pseudo god fight.
Yep. It was like
First one.
with their avatars, and
Then
Serial just
no,
kinda...
there was their real bodies.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they
The
said it was.
Oh, the avatars came first, and then their real bodies.
Yeah, they were like waiting to charge up, and then their real bodies descended, and that fight was crazy, bro. It was just like, it was one of those type of fights that they were just like blind, and then like everything just goes dark. You know, it was like all about like
their mights.
yeah, like words becoming like law almost is what it felt like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love that fight.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Mm.
So Serial and Satan were fighting. Shenru was there, and he planned to kill himself there, or fake his death
by Shura.
Yeah, so that way he's no longer getting hunted down by, like, Satan thinks he's dead, and Serial thinks he's dead, and Serial, they don't worry about him no more, so he can like grow his strength in secret. But he also was able to have Shura devour
the third page of destruction.
the second one.
Well, it is the second one, but it's the third one he gets.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because he has the original, or not the original, but he has one of them, and then he's seen the first one from Satan, and then he's gotten the third one. Oh no, he actually just got the other two right there, right? Because he's already got the first one, and then he got Shura.
Or devoured it and like imprinted it into his memories.
Yeah.
When he went to like pretend to grab it.
Yeah.
And
so now he has the complete Book of Destruction in his head. Like he can't obviously he can't use it yet.
Yeah, but he has all the information to digest it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is wild. And then we find out Miss Python is just lurking in the silver box.
She was the one that created Shura.
Yep.
Because the power of destruction merged with his heart demon, and he became an independent entity that he had to defeat later, which was pretty cool. Honestly.
That was very cool.
That was like the biggest plot line for the book. For the longest time. You're like, how does he deal with Shura?
Yeah, bro, that was huge for lots of chapters. I remember. I think we talked about it like way back when we were like chapter 600, and I was pissed about Shura.
Yeah, because he just kept coming back.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, why is he still
defeat
here?
him already? But yeah, and then we got him having to save Fairy Dragon because of Python.
Yeah,
which was hilarious.
Soul imprints.
Yeah.
She put a soul imprint on Zola.
Yep.
And he was like, all right, time to have a rescue time.
Yeah, and how does he rescue? Penis.
I forgot about that when he was doing. I was like, "What's the rescue thing?" I was like, "Oh yeah, just doing your eyes."
Yeah, and then honestly, I did like the fact that because of that soul imprint, she like reached peak kingdom. Because obviously, like Chenru, I think is currently at that time was peak kingdom. So him like his wives have to be at least like at his power level.
Yeah.
Even then, they're not really like helpful, to be honest, because like unless you're stronger than him,
his base strength is like peak kingdom.
Yeah.
So obviously when he activates all his other skills, he can
He
hit
can,
demigod.
yeah, he can fight demigods. So it's like unless you're like a peak demigod, he's like you're not really gonna help him, but like it's still at least you won't be like collateral damage.
Yeah,
So that's good.
that was cool. Then obviously he hashed out his whole thing with Python. They were talking. She was like, "All right, you know, you're better than I thought."
The plan they created and
Yeah.
implemented was wild.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about how it all went down?
Honestly, it was extremely. It was like shocking, and then it was just funny.
Yeah.
Because Cheddar was like, reversal.
Yeah. So just a quick synopsis, guys. Python wanted him to take her to the book of creation, which is the book of like God, right? Or
Yeah.
book of life. And
Which
that is
in the human world.
a human world, and not just anywhere in the human world, at the center of like the religion. I forget the name of it.
It's in the Light Divinity temple.
The Light Divinity Temple, and resting at the Light Divinity Temple is Michael,
Raphael, and Gabriel.
Gabriel. So all three pseudo gods,
Mm-hmm.
and he has to pull a fast one on them while bringing Python up, and Python ends up fighting Michael. I believe was it Michael?
Yeah.
Michael, and that fight was pretty crazy, and the way he flipped it on all of them was hilarious. Cause they got bamboozled and they were mad.
They were pissed.
They were mad, and he finally got Miss Isabel's
the boots.
What are they called? The fallen.
The breeze boots.
The breeze boots. Yeah. Which was I like that part.
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd be that entrenched in enemy like territory, bro. They were like literally in the hardest spot in like the whole like dimensions to find. Like you. Yeah. Like, there's no other place harder than that to get into.
Yep, it's literally the holy or light divinity temple.
Yeah, but I was enjoying the pseudo-God fights we had. We had a lot of pseudo-God fightings.
Oh, yeah.
We're finally seeing that peak power.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Chenrui's kingdom. And then by the end of this, he was at...
He's now peak
demigod.
And he can, like...
We haven't seen anything but peak pseudo-God. To be honest,
so he can like he can't really fight them because he said like if I were to actually confront them head on, I would lose.
Yeah,
but he can run away.
Yeah, and like I think like since we haven't seen any like low tier pseudo gods, like I forget it'd be like triple S minus.
Yeah, I think triple S minus.
Triple S minus or SSS minus. I think he'd be able to handle them. But so far we've only seen like I think either triple S plus or triple S plus. Because I'm assuming Satan and Michael are like triple S plus, and then maybe like Gabriel, Sariel, Raphael. I think they're all maybe triple S. Mm-hmm. They might be triple S plus, but I feel like there might be like a little gap there. You know, they maybe like Satan and Michael are just like triple S plus plus, or they're just like way closer to like becoming gods.
So. Let's see. When they first went to the human world, they also met up with Zola's parents.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so Zola.
They're way cooler than I thought.
Yeah, she finally got to meet her parents after 20,000 years.
Not a small time frame.
That is, yeah. Well, I guess for them,
it's whatever.
It's like if I ran away for like 5 years. I get like for them, that's how.
Yeah.
But she came back, and we obviously know the reason she ran away was because. The Dragon Emperor at the time he rose to the throne and he wanted a political marriage between
him and the Grand Elder, which was Zola's wife or Zola's mom.
Yeah, and it was with Penguin. No, that was an elder she beat up.
Yeah.
I forget the name. Honestly,
he's irrelevant now.
He's irrelevant. Actually, you know what? Who cares about their names? But she wanted a political marriage with them. She beat up the guy that she was supposed to marry, stole all of his wealth, beat him up and robbed him.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think it was Stalin. I forget his name. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It
began with like an A.
Yeah. Okay.
But he did that. And then her father beat up
his father. Oh, yeah.
His wealth.
I think it was hilarious. And we have to make a quick distinction. Zola's father is the elf. Or he's not the Elf King, but he used to be the Elf King.
No, he's still considered the Elf King.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because of what he did.
Yeah, it's like a title, and I think it's because he took on he sealed the...
He sealed the Abyss.
The Abyss power.
The Tree of Life.
Yeah.
So he saved all the elves and they gave him the title Elf King, even though he like married the dragon, which he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. And he's also, I think, is he peak demigod or lesser demigod? Or regular demigod?
I think he's regular demigod.
Regular demigod?
Yeah.
Okay, so
him and both Maria, I think that's her name. Are
yeah.
Both, oh yeah, Span and Maria.
Span and Maria, yeah.
Yeah, they're both demigods. I think they're both normal demigods.
I thought what was her name again? Maria. I thought she was stronger. Or maybe it's because he's weakened right now.
I thought he was because he was weakened.
And I think because he was weakened, he could only use like peak kingdom power, I think, right?
Yeah, because I think he's weakened because the Tree of Life, right? Is
constantly sapping.
Yeah.
But we get into the abyss again.
That came like it was out of nowhere. Cause like what happened was we were in the dragon spot.
Yeah.
They were negotiating. Chenrui gave him like this the virtual reality system that trained the warriors,
which is hilarious.
It was so funny. I think I forgot that gives him faith power, right?
Yeah, it does give him faith power.
So he was like, I'm losing out, on the 70%, giving you 30%. I'm already losing out.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious. I was like,
he's the best business person, bro.
Like you can give it to him for free and you would not be losing out.
Oh, for sure, bro. Because those faith crystals are way more than he doesn't need the profit anymore.
Yeah.
At this point, he's amassing crystals for just cause,
Yeah, that was funny. And then,
they go to he goes to see that girl, right?
The elf girl?
Yeah. Is that why he goes there?
No.
That was before. Why does he go again to see
the
elf realm?
I'm pretty sure it's because didn't they say like there was an issue? No, I thought maybe you're right. I think he did go see her.
Mm-hmm. And then he had to fight that orc, not the orc. I think the orcs or whatever.
The orc tribe.
The orc tribe, who had like they were serving the abyss. You don't remember this?
No, I do, but that happened in this arc. I thought that happened.
I'm not sure. I'm mixing arcs right now, bro.
Yeah, because guys, let's say this right now. We read a little bit ahead, but that was a while ago. So we read from 901 to 1050 to refresh our memory.
Yeah.
And I think certain memories are getting refreshed that weren't in this
yeah
timeline. I don't think that's. I think that's a little bit after, or
that's before.
I think it's before. Sorry.
So what got him to the Elf Kingdom this time? Because I don't remember what got him there this time.
Me neither.
All right.
I just remember them going. It might have been. No. It was as a Grand Master. He went over. I think he just went over there to visit that guy.
Oh, the Grand Master. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He went over there because as his identity as a Grand Master, he wanted to go visit that other Grand Master in the Elf Kingdom.
Yep.
With the dwarf that was
the dwarf is also the new Grand Master.
Yeah, and then he got the prophecy from their elder.
Oh, he met the elder. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He talked to the mechanic guy, and then the mechanic guy introduced him to the Great Elder because of, like, he can give guidance or something.
Yeah, and he gave him the wood card, and Trevor was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
He was like, "What?" He was like, "A wood mission."
Yeah.
Or his mission was related to wood.
Yeah.
Which he thought was like, "What? What does this mean?" Which is really funny. And then they went and so.
Then they met all the elf queen. They met the elf queen and all the elf elders.
Yeah. And then Blanche was a whole before that. Now I'm remembering that was way before.
Yeah.
So now they were like they have to clean up the Tree of Life because now the abyss is there.
I think it's always been there. It's just sealed.
Yeah, but they're like coming out.
Yeah, now they're like, if it's not handled now, the Tree of Life will be destroyed.
Yeah, like it's being devoured.
Mm-hmm.
And what's her name? The leader of the abyss, Ori. It's not Oriana, but it's like
I don't remember their names. I know
Ileana?
one's Fear, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then the other one is the Scorpion one. I can't remember the Scorpion one's name. No, it's not Wrath.
It's not Wrath.
Fear, Pain. Well, I don't remember their real names.
No, it's like it's Ileana or Oriana. It's something Anna.
Yeah, I can't remember either. The Queen of the Abyss. That's what we can call her. She's like the overarching, and it seems pretty obvious. I just want to throw this out there. I feel like all three leaders of the Abyss are gods. or like
No, yeah, they are. Because otherwise, why are they sealed and why are they trying to stop them from coming?
yeah. But the thing is, I don't know if they're real gods. It's got me confused.
Well, they must be in the god realm,
Mm-hmm.
but as for real gods, no one really knows what that means.
Yeah.
Well, maybe what's her face knows,
Cool.
Python, but like she hasn't told him yet in this part.
Maybe because it is confusing because they're Satan came as his real body to stop first let's stick to the elk. Let's stick to the elves for now. And the elves, when he had to fight that with Zola, I thought that was so cool, bro.
Yeah,
It was
it was
dope as hell.
I don't even know
Millions, and we got to see the full strength, the full like buff strength of him giving her the queen position, right?
Yeah, Star Queen.
Star Queen.
Yeah, I think so.
And like they were just like the dynamic duo of legend, bro. They were killing kingdom people left and right, overlord level people left and right.
And what's crazy, this was just, I think it was just the avatar
Mm-hmm.
of the. So I was like, damn, the avatar is crazy.
It makes sense why the abyss is so like
feared
because if they can just pop out like millions of overlord level people and like
and they can corrupt so many.
yeah, and like let's just say they can't corrupt. Just sending their overlords can probably destroy the world just because of the sheer magnitude of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you send us, like obviously a pseudo-god can destroy like millions of them.
Yeah.
But like they have so many that like it might just be like death to numbers.
Yeah.
And then that's not even stopping the fact that their peak power is stronger than the world's peak power.
Yeah.
So yeah, that fight was crazy. I thought he was. I didn't think he was gonna lose. I knew he had to win that fight.
Bro, Zola had me scared.
I thought she was gonna go, bro. I was like, no, because they've been hyping up her sixth
elemental kingdom.
Yeah,
for the longest time.
Especially for the elemental war and everything like that.
Which honestly, it's crazy how we're 1050 and there's like only 200 chapters. So I'm like, so there's supposed to be an elemental war. There's supposed to be the final war.
Bro, we still don't know about the elemental kingdom, like the real elemental kingdom.
Yeah,
which is. I love the elemental lords in this book,
and we don't know about what the demon realm versus the human realm war. There's like 3 different wars that need to happen.
Yep. Yeah. I don't even think that human versus demon war is gonna happen after Chanrui impregnates the world.
Nah, you're right.
I don't think it'll happen, but I do think the abyss war is gonna happen, and then I think the elemental war. I think
it'll be a part of
it. Yeah, exactly. I think it's gonna be all just like culmination at the end, and everything's gonna boom. But yeah, that Tree of Life fight was crazy. Chanrui was just going off, and then he got like a super rare drop from the Tree of Life. What was it called? The seed of
the sapling.
The sapling of the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
And it increased his Star Garden by like crazy, bro.
It was funny when he saved the tree and it blew up and he was like,
yeah.
It just blew up. Everyone's like, we thought he just saved the tree.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, okay, the seed. It was like, all right, let's cut off the trouble at the roots.
Yeah.
And regrow. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then I think he said he'll bring it back in like X
2 years.
number of years, 2 years.
Yeah.
Which is a great deal for them. And knowing him, he's gonna come back with like a super tree.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna
he's gonna keep growing it with Aurora points. Just stick it back on there.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
It's just like, bro, that buff he got. I think now that's like a faith tree, right?
Yeah.
And he can like gather faith with it
from the elves now.
Yeah. This man literally can gather faith from everywhere in the world at this point, which is insane.
His own universe, this universe, it's kind of crazy what they're doing.
Yeah, the demon world, the human world, the elves.
I'm just wondering what the system represents.
Oh yeah, the system has definitely led us that it seems like a pathway to God. And honestly, I think if it wasn't for him meeting Python, I was thinking about this while reading. I think his pathway to God would be way harder.
Yeah.
Like if he hadn't have met Shura, like obviously he has like a crazy buff because of the system. But if it wasn't for like him getting Shura, like I think
Shura forced him to his limit.
Yeah, he would have been like right now. I think he'd be like tops like a demon emperor.
Yeah,
I don't think he'd be kingdom peak demigod. You know, like first of all, also him coming out as peak demigod has just changed the game.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I think he might be stronger than the Dragon Emperor now.
No, he's a pseudo-god.
But I think he's like a lesser pseudo-god.
I don't think so.
Because didn't he just become a pseudo-god? Like within this book. Remember that's when he...
Oh, I don't think he'll be stronger than him. I think he'll be able to match him.
I don't know,
I feel
bro.
like dragons, like
Oh, they do get a buff.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have their own innate buff, right?
Yeah, because they're just dragons.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. I think so. The Dragon Emperor, I think, is the only pseudo god that's like a lesser pseudo god,
Yeah.
right? Like a S triple S minus.
Well, because there's two.
We haven't seen a single rank for pseudo gods yet, though, have we? We haven't seen anybody with like triple S.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so. Also, there's technically two dragon emperors, right? Light and dark.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Dragon Emperor in the human world and the Dragon Emperor in the
Yeah.
demon world. I was talking about the Dragon Emperor in the demon world.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
because the demon world Dragon Emperor, he just advanced to pseudo god like within the time frame of the book, and then the light Dragon Emperor, I think he's at least like probably mid pseudo god.
Yeah.
And he's the only pseudo god in the holy world, right?
I think.
Or in
the
Dragon Clan.
Yeah.
But also, I was kind of shocked at how many peak powers, and by peak I mean kingdom and above, the dragons had. Like I thought they'd have a few, but it seems like most of them are over like at least kingdom. Like obviously not the majority, but like they
Yeah.
have so many
think
and they live such long lives.
That's why he made that comment when he got the VR set. He was like, "If we all train at the same rate, we'll be much stronger than everyone else."
Yeah, that's true. Because like they just train so slowly.
Yeah.
But if they were able to train at like 100 years or like 1,000 years, and they're like kingdom, like the race is just gonna explode.
Yeah, and at the same rank, they're usually stronger than their opponents. So.
And I think it's easier for them to hit like higher powers
I think so. Yeah.
because they're just like nature and
Naturally
modified.
gifted,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dragons are they're always OP,
Mhm.
and I enjoy that.
Me
You
too.
know, I'm not gonna lie, I always enjoy that.
Yeah, I love a good dragon.
Always, bro. That's why like this book caught me so quickly with Poglio. Is that how you say it?
Paglio. I think.
Paglio. I just love that whole
Yeah.
thing. You know,
Nah, I love Paglio.
Paglio's the best. Zola's awesome. I love all the
Yeah,
dragons.
me too.
Even what's her face,
Corbelius.
Yeah, Corbelius.
Yeah, she's cool too.
She's hilarious, bro.
Oh, she's funny.
Stay scamming her, man.
Yeah. Dude, that's the funniest thing in this novel where she just takes all his treasures.
Yeah.
She's like, "You love me, right?" And then she like slowly grabs
Yeah.
the treasure from him. He's like, "Yeah." Oh, that's so funny.
It's so bad, bro.
Yeah.
It's so bad. The dragons are just hoarders,
Yeah.
and they're like famous hoarders, and like it doesn't differentiate between sex, male or female, bro. They're hoarding.
Yes,
They're
sir.
hoarding. Oh my god. Only non-hoarder, I think, would be Zola. Like she's still kind of hoards, but like she's okay with like giving her stuff to Chenrui,
Yeah.
which is like the ultimate form of love for a dragon. Like here's my stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a rare find.
Now let's talk about the question we've been having on our minds the whole time. Who sent Chen Rui to the demon realm?
Yep,
And
we
we
finally figured it out.
Veronica.
Yep.
Honestly, I did not expect that.
And it was with a twist too, bro.
yeah,
It was with a twist. It was a sad story, to be honest.
her story is really sad.
Like, and it made me understand a lot, bro. Cause like, she sent him away, and then like I thought she was just like, I didn't really know what to think about her, bro. Cause I didn't know it was her until like they told me it was her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't. That did not register
Never,
in my head
never.
until I found out.
I was wondering what was her like secret identity, because like they kept hinting that she was important,
Yeah,
but
she's
we didn't
different.
know why, and she didn't really have like a crazy title, you know. So like, how do you feel about that?
I thought it was a big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think like she'd be that important to the story up until when we came back and it was like she's just locked in this place forever. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
like, and then when he was like she's kingdom level, I was like, okay, now things are crazy
Mhm.
because she's just randomly kingdom level.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on here. And then when they said like all the heart or whatever,
Mhm.
heart of hatred, I forget what it was.
Heart of
It was-
hatred.
I think that's what it was. I was like, no, they got to her.
Yeah, because as you guys know, as soon if the abyss has corrupted you, it's like
You can't go back.
yeah, it's like impossible
over.
to
That's
like
why-
cleanse you.
That's why she had always said
Like,
like,
get away from me.
because there's no future for
Yeah.
us, and that's why she even sent him away. 'Cause
That was
crazy.
sad. That was sad.
And then there was even more crazy reveals about the cloud. Was it cloud writing empire?
Mm-hmm.
When it was like what happened back then was like the Black Death followers
Yeah.
used them back then, and
Mm.
it caused the collapse of the kingdom. And then this emperor was like, he was using them too
Yeah,
to
bro.
come to the throne. I was like, oh my god! So this is why that guy died back then,
Mm.
and why she's just in confinement all the time,
Yeah.
and why he wouldn't let Arthur marry her because he
He
knew
knew
that she
was corrupted.
yeah.
Ah, bro. Every time I see corrupted on a status, I'm just like, no.
That's sad.
Like, we gotta chop him.
But Chen Rui was like unwavering.
Yeah.
He was like, I have to solve this knot in my heart.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Honestly,
that was so good.
that was.
It was, bro.
He did this. Honestly, this arc was like this saving beauties arc.
Yeah,
it was so funny because like he saved Veronica
Mm-hmm.
with the Holy Grail,
The Holy Grail.
which was epic
Mm-hmm.
because when he just kind of pushed out Ileana or Oriana, we don't know. I forget her name.
Yeah.
The leader of the Abyss
Yeah.
pushed out her avatar. I think it was her avatar.
Her avatar.
Because like I think Veronica was like a good like vessel for her to
Mhm.
like come into the world.
Yep.
He was like, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he saved her soul and put her in or he didn't put her in there, but her soul entered his Galaxy Divinity temple.
Yeah.
Which was kind of crazy.
It was very crazy. Mm-hmm.
And she became the Oracle.
And she was like, yeah, she had to fight for her life in there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole passage that she went through to be like, because Chen Rui didn't just make her the Oracle. He was like, I'm going to put you here and like, I'll just let you experience life.
Yeah.
And like what you want to do, like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'll just let you choose it. And like, obviously, like, their relationship is reconciled.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know what it is, but obviously they love each other.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever it is, like, they're there for each other.
Yeah.
Like, and the knot in his heart was finally untied.
Yeah.
So that was good. She got the good ending.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought she was gonna get hoed.
Oh, me too, bro.
I was like, no way. She's not. Or Leader of the Abyss gonna hoe at the last second.
Yep.
I was like, gonna be like,
Leader of the Abyss. Ooh, she was in for a rude awakening trying to come into Chen Rui's world.
Yeah, the Abyss actually got hoed a lot this last 100.
And I loved it.
It was like or Leader of the Abyss lost twice.
Mm-hmm.
Or she got 2 L's.
Yeah.
Then Sasquatch.
Yeah.
I think Sasquatch. I feel like that's a bit. that's what I.
That's the Scorpion one.
Yeah, the one where they destroyed that big altar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking about the human world or the demon world?
Human world. Remember when Arthur he summoned Raphael to come kill him to like remember because he disappeared for a bit.
Oh, when Chen Rui summoned him, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Ashura.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He like disappeared and he was like, yeah, I got kidnapped by the Black Death followers.
Yeah. That whole like little mini arc was like so good, bro.
It was.
And like I'm not gonna lie, the Abyss, like I really like how the writer like shows the Abyss because it induces fear, bro.
No, the Abyss are crazy.
Like I'm genuinely terrified.
Like because they're so well hidden
Mm-hmm.
undercover. There's the way they're just hidden in society, ready to.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
Shura was in so deep.
He
bro.
was in deep.
Like honestly, he was basically hitting like if there's like the Pope, then he was like Holy Paladin.
He was
like
an Archbishop or something.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Holy Paladin makes more sense.
He was like the captain of the Holy Paladins,
Yeah.
bro. But like in Abyss form.
Yeah, so it's like his portrayal was like a big.
Yeah, what was it like? The Hell's Captain? What was his title?
I don't remember.
It was a crazy cool title though.
He was with this girl. He was doing it with her the whole time. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, this girl's like, we can come up together.
Yeah. I thought it was funny how they did though. I was like, damn, they really did come together. I thought they would backstab each other.
Yeah, me too.
But I was like, I guess Tenryu just has that charm, regardless whether he's evil or good. Like it's like, you know, if you rely on me, it's gonna become a bad habit for you later on.
Yeah, hey, but it's Shura. That wasn't Tenryu, and Shura's a little more ruthless.
Shura's
way more ruthless.
Shura.
Me too, bro.
Shura's
like
bad.
Sometimes, like I'm not gonna lie, they could switch.
Yeah.
But
I love that whole. This is what I think I said this before last time. I call Shenrui the destabilizer.
Yeah,
because he be going around. He's like a CIA operative going around the entire novel, whether it was Dark Moon, then all the empires, then the human world. He did this to their empires. Then he had Shura go into the Black Death followers. He destabilized them. Then now he went to the holy, uh,
Divinity Temple. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm the holy child. Nah, bruh. I'm
He gets
actually
it
the
so deep.
I'm the biggest enemy of the world now. I'm supposed to be the highest. I'm on the low, but y'all
Yeah.
can't touch me.
He's
He gets in
CIA
deep.
agent.
Yeah, I was like, he gets in deep. I actually love. That's part of the thing I love about the small notes is that he gets in deep, deep. And I know you hated the BS. Like, how can no one ever sense him?
Yeah, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, his power is just
Sneak is the most OP ability
very
in the
OP,
world.
bro.
His sneak in disguise is literally the most OP ability in the world.
I'm gonna just give it. I'm gonna just say it's a whole Deus Ex Machina at this point, bro. Like, because there's no and any other novel that a character has the ability to like sneak around, like change face, like it's always said that like the power level above him can usually see through it, bro. Like this man was out here like.
Not even Satan can see him through him, or Michael. None of them can see.
None of them, bro. And that's literally the strongest person in the world.
Yep.
And nobody can see through him. And like that was like when he was even weaker. It's always been like OP, bro. I think there was only like a couple times. The only person that saw him was Samuel, I believe, who had the special eyes.
Yeah.
And that's the only person. And it's never happened again. And I'm like kind of bullshit. But at this point, I'm just calling it a Deus Ex Machina, and I'm rolling with it. Yeah, I've accepted it. It's created a great part of the novel. I'll give it that.
Many great parts. Every infiltration arc has always been amazing, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I love how he goes through the infiltration, bro. It's so cool.
The best part is when he leaves. He's like, my time here is done. It's like just lets his cat and leaves.
General went off.
Yes.
General went off.
Now let's talk about I think the best part of the arc, or probably the most epic part, when he saved Tiffany from the Light Divinity Temple. Honestly, that was like probably the peak moment in the novel where he was just like, the entire world is here. And he went up to Tiffany. Honestly, that was like, what that happened there was like, damn, that happened to Tiffany of all people. She's not even his love or anything.
I felt so bad for Tiffany.
I know.
Like,
they did her dirty.
Like,
they've done her dirty her whole life in this book.
Veronica was bad, but she had a life.
Yeah.
Tiffany was like, she's been a pawn her entire life.
Yeah.
And not just a pawn to some regular person, a pawn to her mother her entire life. Her entire life. And when she wasn't a pawn to her mother, she was a pawn to Satan. I feel so bad for that lady.
Yeah, she got
hold hard. And I remember Chenrui's like anger when he found out like I sent you like I let you come to your mother. Tiffany thinking she was gonna be happy to find out like this is how she's treating you. What's her name? It starts with the E.
Eudora.
Eudora's an asshole. I'm trying to keep this as PG as possible. She's an asshole, bro. I hate that lady. Literally, and like. She wasn't even gonna become that crazy strong.
Nah, I know.
She's like not even. I think she's peak overlord right now or something, right? Or like she's like lesser kingdom, but like only within like the holy grounds or whatever. She's not that strong, and she's doing way too much.
She's like, I'm gonna steal Arthur's ability. I was like, really?
Yeah.
He's like his ability alone. That's only one part of his identity. Like. What he revealed is like he's also a grandmaster as well, and all this other stuff. Like, you can't offend that kind of person without because if you kill Arthur, like that is
the repercussions will be crazy.
Yeah, especially even though like what happened with his father and like the Empire, like the Holy Empire, like he's still like even though like that relationship's cut off, it's still there in the mind of the people. Like, you can't just kill him.
She's a villain to the utmost.
Yeah.
Like
to the
evil, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's evil. I like that about Tyler. He shows some evil people and you're supposed to hate them.
They're evil.
And you hate them.
They're evil, man.
Yeah, bro.
She was like, because like at first like you kind of feel bad because it's like she went through some bad.
She did.
Yeah, because one there was the paladin guy who hoed the shit out of her and her sister because he fell in love with her sister Pazla or something
like that,
and they had a kid, but obviously he's not allowed to like he's supposed to be single or celibate or whatever.
Yeah.
And Pazla, I forgot how Pazla died.
She died somewhere.
Yeah. And then some other girl, some holy light girl who, I think they both liked that guy, right?
Yeah.
But some other girl who also liked him plotted against her and sent her to the demon realm.
Yep.
And then she obviously was forced to do it with Raziel.
By Satan, I believe, right?
Yeah.
To have the light and dark baby
with Tiffany. And then
that was like a rape on both sides.
Yeah.
Because neither of them wanted.
Yeah.
So that's the most like weirdest situation.
Yeah.
To be honest,
it was crazy. But Satan's crazy.
Satan is crazy.
And then there was what's it called? Then she did that whole thing to Isabella, which was sad. And then
the ladies in this book just get hoed, bro.
No, they've been getting hoed. But I think that's like a thing the author's trying to show is like in this type of world, like the value like that women have are supposed to just be like like
objects.
And, like a mother.
Yeah, you're like a trophy.
Yeah,
you're not anything else.
That's why like she had become the empress. Like everyone was like, no, I'm not letting a woman on the throne. Or like,
yeah, bro. One thing that I gotta say that I realized that I always knew, but I realized more. And I'm sorry to bring it up. I know it's a taboo name here, but Phoenix Requiem, the only female lead novel we've read that we've talked about on the channel, and the only one I've read, at least Wuxia World wise, or light novel wise, and like it is very hard to create a light novel female main character because of like just the stand like we see in all these novels how they treat women, and like basically like you have to be like a hideous woman like. I forget her name at this point. Young Ruzen, I think was her name, something like that. You don't remember? Phoenix Requiem's main character, young Ruyan.
I think that might have been.
Yeah, young Ruyan, I think. And like she like made herself hideous, like on purpose. And like I just like in this novel you see in Devil's Son-in-Law, you see like if you're like a beautiful woman, you're just gonna be like thrown around, and it's just horrible. And like you can't change it. And it makes me like I want to read a female lead Wuxia World novel like in this type of setting and see how they go about it, bro. Because it seems so hard.
And like, yeah, actually, that's true. I feel like in a cultivation world, like raising up, like that would be interesting.
Because a lot of like male characters when they're raising up, they have problems because like they're near women or they're like or they have like typical disputes. But if you're a woman, just like you walk down the middle of the road, some guy likes you who's 3 power levels above you, that's it. You're his or you die.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know how you write around that. That's tough. That's real tough. You either have to have an extreme backer or something. I don't know. It's hard to make interesting in my head. I want to see it though, Hopefully we can see that one day. I was hoping I get that from Martial World, but they hold me with the image in the front.
Oh, that's right. You thought it was a female.
I thought it was a female lead novel, bro. Because Martial World's like image in the front, like the book cover, is of his like Asura fairy. I forget her name at the top of my head. But yeah, whatever. That's side notes. But yeah, Tiffany got played. Tiffany got played, bro.
And then Chenry came in with the biggest save of the century. I thought that was the peak moment in the novel where he was literally did it. Like the hand gesture, or whatever, and then he showed Tiffany in the background. And everyone's like, "What?" And then he went up in there. I love how it was like so dramatic. I felt like it was like something like reading like a cinematic thing.
Yeah,
he was just slowly
walking towards it, bro.
And then Zola and Isabella came out, and Isabella was like slapping the shit out of Eudora. She was like,
yeah, because they found out what she did, and they're like, "You dirty scum." It was such a good moment, bro.
And then Zola was just fighting that 8-winged angel, and she was just kind of like holding him back for a certain time. And then Shinru went up to her, trying to call Tiffany's name, and then he said the 2 words that she overfelt warmth from. She was like, "Follow me."
Yeah, like, it was so good, bro.
And the way they described it was like, damn. Everyone was like, "You're supposed to be the next pope. You're supposed to be the #1 person under, like, beneath, like, the archangels under heaven.
Yeah.
You're giving up for a woman." That's what people were saying in their heads.
Yeah.
That's why. And then Lambus was like, "Damn,
imagine if I didn't like shun him away or whatever."
Yeah, because I think she said, I wonder if he would like save me if I was in this like hellhole place, like the church being wrapped up.
I think he would, but not. He wouldn't go as hard.
Yeah, but I think like for her, she was like just wondering like if because we're like if we were husband and wife.
Yeah, yeah.
But then she was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna try to follow my own path.
Yeah,
I
I respected that.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
yeah,
She did fumble, but I like her pursuit of like
yeah.
freedom. You know,
Trying to become. She didn't want to follow the life that other people gave her. She wanted to follow her own life,
Yeah.
which is what I loved about Lambus
Yeah.
so far in the novel. So
it's been a powerful part of the novel.
So now Chenrui, after Zola and Isabella disappear, he's still chilling, looking around. He's like, what's his name? I don't remember his name, but the 8-wing angel. He threw his spear at him.
Yeah. I don't remember his name either, but I know. Yeah, that was good.
And Chenrui looked around. He was like, it's just a spear, and it's slowly slowing down. And you see that it's the time law or time might.
Yeah.
And then
just it was so good, bro. It was so good.
He just slammed him right in the ground, and everyone was like, "This Arthur? I thought he was not. I thought he was barely a saint.
Yeah,
you can destroy this guy right here.
Yeah, bro, he destroyed him, like wrecked him. Peak Demigod Chenrui is a monster.
And then Raphael came out, and he was like, he was just acting cool the whole time. He's like, yeah, this has been fun. Each time he throws an ability, Raphael keeps being shocked, and Chenrui's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just too strong, bro.
Yeah.
And then what's it called? What?
No, I just wanted to check something.
It's
on the camera. It's like I've never seen it before, but it shows when we're talking and stuff.
Oh,
you see that?
Yeah, it's audio.
I never saw that. I only see it on the computer. I've never seen it on the yeah, that's the first time I saw it. I blew on the mic to see. Alright, keep going.
What was it? So they were fighting, and then Chenrui was surprised with all these things. He's probably the seal of fire and earth.
Yeah, that special power from
It was the one that won the chain that. It was one from Israel that he stole, and then the other one that Chenrui got from Raphael.
Yeah.
The chain was the one where Chenrui like he couldn't use his power for a bit.
Yeah.
That almost owed him.
Was his name Israel? I thought it was like
Israel. Yeah.
Yeah. I know it started with an I. I thought it was like Istanbul or something. No, completely off.
Israel. I'm pretty sure it was Israel.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Now you're making me question myself. Wow, we both know it was an I.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Regardless, he was like, "Oh, you killed him," and then Lambus realized it was him.
Yeah, it was him.
And then
that was like the OG angel. That was the first time we saw him kill a kingdomized person, right?
We were like, that was a sick battle.
That was a crazy battle, bro.
Duodo, we thought she died, and we were like, no way she died. But that's what happened, and then he went on a rampage, mopped him up.
Yeah.
And then this time, he was just like, this has been fun. See y'all later.
Yeah.
And Raphael was like, we're not letting you leave. But he was like,
try to stop me.
Yeah. And then he summoned the Tower of Glory. And he was like, what? I thought that was pythons.
No, it wasn't pythons. It was Alejandro, whatever his name.
Yeah, but
it was the dragons.
Yeah, but then remember when they invaded again? Python summoned it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then this time he was like, oh, what the heck? That was pythons.
Yeah.
Chenrui's using it. And then he left.
The Tower of Glory is so strong, bro.
Yeah, and then Chenrui's like, maybe I'll be back, and next time we can negotiate about the snow Dalit as well. I love how he's just saying like,
he was so chill, bro.
When I come back, because he's like, you can't do anything to me. He's just like so nonchalant about it. I was like, this is peak power, baby. He's at the peak. Or bro, he's getting there.
He takes one more step from peak demigod to just lesser pseudo-god, and I'm not saying he's gonna mop him, but nobody's gonna be able to touch him.
No.
I think he'll be able to fight. I think he'll be able to beat everybody except Michael and Satan, and I think he can like tie them once he hits like lesser pseudo-god.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
Me too.
Bro, and it's so close. It's so close.
We're right there.
Yeah. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to see it. And this book, once again, bro, and it did it throughout these 150 chapters, has been so good with the transitions. You go from one little arc to one little arc
That
to
is
one little arc to one
true.
little
The
arc,
transition is crazy.
and you're just like, bro, like I can't stop reading.
Yeah, because then after this, when he came back,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and obviously he helped out Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
He helped her find, you know, a little bit more purpose in her life. Because obviously, after the betrayal of her mother, she felt down. She didn't want to live anymore. He was like, you know what?
That was her goal for her whole life.
Yeah.
For happiness.
Mm-hmm. But then, like, obviously, he brought her into Galaxy Divinity Temple. And Veronica, who's literally lived a similar life to her, was like, you know, I went through all this stuff, and then I came here and I found some more peace. And she showed her all this stuff. And he was like, you know, if you like doing that things, guess what? You're about to be an empress. So you can do those things if you want to actually help people.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, okay, I'll do that. I mean, she also, most of that was because she liked, or not liked, she trusted Chenrui because of he's the only person to ever show her warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Even her own mother, she knew that she had an ulterior motive, but she tried to pretend it wasn't.
It wasn't. Mm-hmm. Chenrui was the only one that's like, I got you.
Yeah.
I don't want anything from you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like live.
Yeah.
I don't want you to die.
Yeah. So that was nice to see her get back on her feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's transitioned instantly to the Dark Divinity Temple is here.
Yeah.
We're just like, what?
That's what I'm talking about, bro. And then like, because they originally didn't think it was gonna happen because Satan only had 2 books, but he's like, fuck it.
Yeah, I think he's getting anxious.
Yeah, because he's feeling the abyss pop up again.
Yeah, and so he's like, now I need faith power and I need to do something.
But Serial made a good point in right at the beginning, around chapter 900 when they were fighting. He was it Serial or Python? I don't remember.
I think it was Serial.
Who made the point that like, why are they gonna? No, I think it was Python. Who was like, why are you gonna make another like Dark Divinity? Why are you gonna make a Dark Divinity temple when the Light Divinity temple has already been up and running for like thousands of years? And like you don't see Michael ascending to God. Yeah, I think that was definitely Python because she's like, I'm taking my own path to like become a god.
Yeah, that was Python.
And like she has a valid point.
She does have a valid
like, why are you gonna do that thinking it's gonna help you when Michael? Like, I understand that's probably his only path at the moment. He literally has no idea how to get there, but it's probably not gonna work. No, like I don't think Satan ascends in this novel. No. I think maybe one of the archangels does. Like, I could see that happening, but I can't see Satan ascending. Yeah. Or Serial. I think Serial's gonna get hoed, bro.
I think Serial's gonna die.
Cause he's like a pseudo-God. He's obviously not as strong as Satan, and I think he's gonna get wrecked, like like a side character wrecked, bro. Like just like offhand wrecked. And I feel bad for him, but I feel that in his future, bro, it's a canon event.
No, that's hilarious.
If you guys can't tell, we watched Spider-Man on Tuesday. Yeah, it was a good movie. But
top 3 animated film of all time.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, guys, that was Devil's Son-in-Law, bro. I feel like we hit all of it. How about you?
Yeah, I think so. The only thing, I think the last cool part was when he mopped up those followers from saying something.
Oh, that was so good.
He was like, oh, Satan. And they were like, you can say his name? You're saying his name like that? Yeah. And he was like, just tell him Mike's not a god yet, and I'll come visit him soon. Yeah. And we were just like, yeah.
Bro, Satan hold them.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So Satan's followers that he sent to mess with, what's her name? The princess?
Yeah, Shia. Or Shay.
Shay. Yeah. Bro, Satan's a monster. Mm-hmm. What he did to those demigods. Like, some torture. All right? It's not some light torture he was talking about. It's some torture, bro. It was crazy. But I like how Chenrui is like standing his ground. You know that? But there was something. Oh, yeah. I just want to add once again that the little mini arc in the Dragon Kingdom, or the Dragon Empire, was hilarious. All right, Chenrui was just smacking people up. He was like, I don't care who you are, I'm the big guy around here. Okay, it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. But other than that, I feel like I can't wait to talk about the next 150 chapters, because I read, not right now, but like before, when we finished up to 900, I read up to like the cap at the time, and it was like 1093. So I'm only like 40 chapters ahead of where we are right now. But the next 40 chapters were really good. He does more infiltration.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Because right at the end of this, Zola got the 2-star conferment.
Yep.
So she became a goddess of knowledge or
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah.
So I think now we're probably gonna start seeing his wise
Wise-
level up like crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're gonna start getting this knowledge conferment, and it's gonna level him like crazy because he was getting strength with her getting
Yeah.
stronger. So I was like, okay, that's pretty.
I
cool.
think she's gonna become a demigod soon, or is
Yeah.
she a demigod?
I don't think she's demigod yet. I think she's about to be.
And I think it's been very heavily like foreshadowed, and I think we just get more and more every time. But Zola's gonna be very important later on.
100%.
Like the whole elemental war is gonna be on like
Mhm.
based on her. Like she's the only person in the world who's ever kingdomized the 6 elements, I believe.
Yeah.
Or maybe not the only person.
No,
I
I
think
think she's the only person to ever have created an elemental heart from the 6 elemental kingdom.
yeah.
Because elemental hearts are only supposed to be for elemental kings.
Yeah.
But she was able to create it from her kingdom.
Yeah.
And I think
By Chenrui's help of having all 6 elemental sources given to her, which is a OP buff.
Yes.
But that's what Chenrui's wives get. They get the best of the best.
Everything. I think the only thing left would be what Python said, saying that the human war is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
As for what, we don't know. We'll wait till Python wakes up and ask her.
Python she's got all that knowledge in there, and I want to hear, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Like, spill the beans.
Mm-hmm. It's time.
Yep.
All right. So, as like we said last week, we picked out a new novel.
Little Tyrant Who Doesn't Want to Meet a Bad End.
Yes.
I finally got the name right, guys. I messed that up.
Long name.
Yeah, I messed it up all last week, so I'm happy I got redemption here. You guys didn't even know I messed it up.
But this novel has been first 100 chapters has been wild.
The first adjective I would use to describe it is hilarious.
Yes.
And second would be
This is my prediction
What?
for that novel too. I literally said based on the synopsis, it seems like the novel's gonna be hilarious.
and you were dead right, bro. Dead right, bro. The first thing I'd say is hilarious. The second thing I'd be is just like captivating, bro, because it's so lighthearted, but like it's not super lighthearted, but it is very lighthearted.
It has super lighthearted moments at the beginning
Yeah.
because they're kids at the beginning. They're like the main character rolls 10,
Mm-hmm.
and like his peers are 10.
He's
like,
9 when it starts, but he becomes 10.
Whatever.
That was a point of contention last week, guys. I looked it up. He's 10 now, but he was 9.
Yeah. Yeah, but basically, synopsis: this is a guy transmigrator from Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and he went into this game he played when he was on Earth.
Mhm.
It was an otome game.
Mm-hmm.
And he is apparently a mid-boss villain.
Yep.
That's who he reincarnated as. And so his goal was, I'm gonna uproot all the death flags by just not being the little tyrant that I was in the game.
And I think a good part of the novel is that he doesn't have like, yes, I think he beat the game, right?
Yeah.
So he beat the game in real world, but like he was playing from the hero's point of view, and so obviously he's like a mid-level boss. So he didn't really know that much about himself.
Mm-hmm.
He only knows like, and even of the people of the world, the most he really knows about them is their personalities.
Yeah.
He doesn't know like everything about them. So it's not like he's like going through the world knowing everything. He's still very new to the world, and like he's still learning the world. So and I love that part because I don't want him to just be like know everything.
It's completely different from like most novels. I think when they translate to a world that they know, here he just has bits and pieces of information. If I were to say like of the world knowledge, I guess probably doesn't even amount to like 5%.
No, for sure. And he knows only the most important people, and of them he knows like character traits.
Yeah.
And that's like it. And I guess it does help him. It helps him for sure, but it's not like it's based on only that.
Yeah, everything else he has to like earn on his own, like his house and like becoming stronger, making his house better, relationships, all like everything has to be done by himself. So nothing's given to him.
Yeah. I like his father a lot. His father Carter.
Yeah.
Carter's the greatest.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
And then this is also another novel with a system which
Oh
is
yeah.
hilarious.
Yep. It's called.
Honestly, this is the funniest line from the.
I know you're gonna
Oh,
say, "Son of a Banshee."
oh, Son of a Banshee. That's also the funniest line.
Yeah.
It's the funniest line from Roll,
Uh,
but the funniest line from the system was, "We believe in
God.
independent independent growth for our
Oh.
users. We take a passive approach as we do not want to hold our hand. We do not want to hold the hands of the users
Yeah.
on their journey to the peak, or
Yeah.
something like that."
Yeah.
And I thought it was really funny because he was just like, "God damn it! Why? I thought you were supposed to be here to help me."
Yeah.
Because when he saw the system, he was like, "Yes, I knew they wouldn't help me." And
Yeah.
then he was like, "What?"
It's like it's all based on you, bro.
Yeah,
But they do answer questions, which I like.
yeah.
And there's an affection system, and then there's a
Gold system.
gold system. I don't
Mhm.
know if there's a big overall name for the system, right? There's not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but the system's pretty cool. It's not too aggressive.
Honestly, I think the passive approach has definitely helped the novel a lot.
Yeah,
Because honestly, you don't really hear about the system that much, which I
Yeah.
think is the whole point.
it is a little. I like. It has been very convenient though. Like the things that he gets.
Oh yeah,
Like he's how he's like used the system. Like and they also do like sales. So if he's like, oh, I really need this, they'll be like, here's a sale.
yeah,
It's not that bad. I don't think it's that like crazy so far.
yeah. Because he still needs to work for all of
Yeah,
it.
and he needs to like pay for the gold to use those things, and the gold is like a heavy like amount.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I actually really been enjoying it.
Me too.
Like when we finished talking about it last Saturday, bro, I think I was done by Sunday. Like I just was like, already, man. This is gonna be one of those novels that when we finish 200, I'm like blowing through it, bro. I'm blowing through
And
it.
it's still an ongoing one.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That hurts my heart.
It's like a like around 600 chapters.
Okay, that's good. I thought it was gonna be like 350, and I'm gonna be like, no, no, I can't do that because
Yeah.
this is good, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I'm enjoying it. Oh, and then, guys, well, I don't know if we mentioned it, but we didn't say it. The main character's name is. Do you call him Roll or Roel?
I call him Roll.
Okay, I call him Roel. Roel.
I think that sometimes I go back and forth.
I do that too. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And so I think there's gonna be he's only 10 even at the moment at chapter 100, and that's a little bit of concern. I'm wondering when they're gonna do the time skip because they have to do a time skip because he's not gonna be 10 his whole life. I'm assuming like they're gonna do like a 5 or 6 year time skip so he can at least be a teenager.
It might be like right after the 100 chapters. I feel like so because there's a big event.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it said like 11 years or something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's soon because I do want that to happen. Because I feel like there's some interactions that are just different when you're 10. You know, people just look at you different. So I'm hoping that happens soon. But I've really been enjoying it.
Yeah,
The fighting's good.
Honestly, that was a big thing I was not expecting.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was gonna be a really humorous novel.
Yeah.
I thought that was like gonna be the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did not expect the 180 turn
In this arc that we just
where
went
it
through.
was just like, oh, we're throwing hands.
Yeah.
Now. I was like, oh, we're going dark now.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, this is this is different from what I was expecting, but I like it. I
Well,
actually like it a lot.
And it was like, so guys, there's a lot of like mini arcs until around chapter 70 or 60. And then from like chapter 60 to like 95. Like we just finished, the arc just finished before 100. And it was like this huge like arc in comparative to to the rest of the arcs. And it was so good. And it was like, that's when the novel just was like,
It picked up like crazy.
it was like, this is like,
so much information.
this is like a 7.5. And like, boom, you're like 8.5 to 9 now.
Yeah.
It was so good. Some things we didn't mention or that we should mention here because we mentioned them last week. The fighting is really good. Cultivation is like different than cultivation, but it's really good. I like the system.
Yeah, it's different. Like, so there is a set cultivation system, and then there's like side things. So you have origin levels,
1 through 7.
and then
7 being weak, 1 being peak.
Yep, and then you have bloodline levels, bronze, silver, gold,
Yep, gold being peak.
and
And you don't start. This is a key. Should I say it or no? How they work? Should I
Yeah.
describe it? Okay. So you don't just like born with gold. Like your bloodline can be a gold bloodline, but you still have to activate it to
Yeah.
reach gold. So you're not just like because you're a descendant of like an angel, let's say. Like you're not instantly gold bloodline. Like you have to like activate it each time. So you'll have nothing, and then you activate a bronze, and then to silver, and then to gold, which is a really nice system because I feel like sometimes they're just like people just born stronger, and I like that. Even though they are born stronger, they have to work for it.
Yeah. And was there
And then their attribute.
Yes, which I thought so I thought that was really cool too. So I was like, okay, so you have origin, attributes, and bloodlines.
Yeah.
So it makes a really intricate like trinity system of strength.
Yeah.
Like when you're increasing your strength.
I agree completely. And the attributes, they're assigned at. Oh, we won't talk about the specifics, but
yeah.
But like the attributes are all there's like big attributes which are like I think honestly most of the attributes anybody can get, but there's some that are like you're gonna depending on how you're born.
Yeah, compatibility.
Your compatibility will be higher for that one. But it's a really cool system. I like it so far.
Me too.
I want to learn more attributes because at the moment we know of like 3, maybe like 4.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to see. I've been enjoying the novel.
Me too.
Yeah. 100 to 150 will be next week. And next week we will talk about, is it Absolute Resonance?
I thought we wanted
or Damn Reincarnation.
Because
Damn Reincarnation is at 250, bro.
Oh, is it
251?
Because I thought we wanted to do back to back Devil Son-in-Law.
I thought we were gonna split it up because I actually wrote this down. I wrote this down last week. Yeah. Because I remember we were talking about it for a while.
We're gonna forget.
Oh, we did say back to back Devil Son-in-Law. Do you still want to do that?
I think so. Because honestly, I kind of hate where we stopped. I want to read more.
All right, that's fine with me. I'm fine with that.
We'll do another 150.
Oh, yeah. So we're doing.
Wait. I don't think there's enough for 150.
We'll reach the newest chapter, but hopefully that's 1200.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the last time I looked, it was like 1190 or 1183.
How about what's Absolute Resonance at? Maybe we'll give it another week.
Well, next week was supposed so we were gonna do 9-star Hegemon Body Art, which we did last week, 2 Devil's Son-in-Law, then Damn Reincarnation, and then Absolute Resonance.
Okay. Well, how about next week? We do this. Should we do a solo for 9-star? Because last week we're supposed to do it.
Oh yeah.
And obviously the audio got messed up.
I'm down for that. And we already have 21 chapters to read.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna reread that.
I'd be down to reread that.
Then we can read some of the newer chapters that come out.
Yeah.
This whole arc is not done.
Oh, I'm actually so excited we're doing that. The next time we talk, there'll probably be like 50 chapters. Hopefully they're done with the Golden Lotus realm, which I doubt, because the end of realms they drag, bro. I'm not even gonna read it till like the day before we talk about it. Like because I'm not gonna reread it, but I'm gonna wait until like the day before, and I'm gonna just spam like 50 chapters, bro. Because guys, I'm going on a flight. I'm going to Disney World for the first time in my life. Can't wait. And on the flight back, I will body that.
Yeah.
I can't wait already, bro. Oh, I can't wait. I love it. Oh, I'm gonna be going hard on that flight. People are gonna be like, "Why is that guy so excited?" You guys don't know Long Chen, man. Oh, it's so good. So next week is 9-star only.
Yeah.
Oh, and then are we gonna do 100 to 150 or no?
Yeah, we can still do that.
Okay, good, because I want to keep reading.
Because as you can see,
yeah,
camera it's not
still on.
You know, last week I hoed with the frame rate. I will not be hoeing no more.
Yeah, let us know how it works, guys. How it's looking, because we've been struggling with the camera since we got it, but then we had a couple of weeks in the middle there that were pretty good, and then we started fiddling with it because we wanted to extend the time, because we were kind of shortening our episodes on purpose because it would die at around 55 minutes, and it wasn't supposed to. We bought this camera. It says it should live for 2 hours or an hour and a half. And we were like, that should be enough for our episodes. But it's never done that. So we were fiddling with it, and now it's looking like it should be good. Because we've been talking for like at least over an hour, and we're good. So I'm happy about that. Good fucking job, bro. Good job. All right, episode 22. You want to add anything?
I think that's it.
That's it. That was a good episode 22.
Yeah.
22 part 2, sort of. Well, we'll just switch it around. Last episode 22, which was 9-star, it'll be episode 23 now.
Yes.
That'll be good. That would be good. All right, guys. This has been episode 22 of Light Now Fiends podcast. It's been Adamar.
Biggest gamer.
Peace.